and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. With joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
I, Kevin John Scarce, Chancellor of the University of Adelaide, declare open this congregation convened for the purposes of presenting degrees. Distinguished guests, parents, relatives, and of course our graduates, welcome to the University of Adelaide's graduation ceremony. I wish to acknowledge the Kaurna people, the original custodians of the Adelaide Plains and the land upon which the university's campus at North Terrace, Waite, Theberton and Roseworthy are built. Firstly, my congratulations to the graduates. Today's a day of enormous pride and satisfaction for you, and I have no doubt for your family and loved ones as well. It's also a day of reflection, a day to think about your achievements, but perhaps more importantly, a day to think about the opportunity and challenges ahead. And I hope that you're not seduced by the often negative slant on news provided by much of our media. We are an enormously lucky country, abundant natural resources, a people hard-working, resilient and resourceful. And future generations will build on the legacy that previous generations have to build that successful platform. I hope that you, through the university degrees that you've achieved, have the skills and knowledge to play your part and contribute to the community and to our business into the future. And as you do that, I hope you spend time, indeed make time, to contribute to causes for those people who are less advantaged than you might be. I look forward to presenting your degrees shortly, but before doing so, it is my great pleasure to introduce today's orator, Mr. Tim Sexton. Tim Sexton was awarded a Bachelor of Music in 1981 from the University of Adelaide, honours in music in 1985 at the University of Adelaide, and a graduate diploma in education, also from this university in 1988. While well known in the opera world, Tim's interests and experience are eclectic and wide-ranging. In 2001, Tim founded the Adelaide Art Orchestra, which performed with top musical and music theatre artists, including Christine Anu, Doug Parkinson, David Campbell, Kate Sobrano, Rhonda Birchmore, James Morrison, Glenn Shorrock, Anthony Warlow, Judy Connelly, David Hobson, Rob Guest, Marina Pryor and Julie Anthony. Tim's had an extensive career as a vocal soloist and conductor with State Opera SA, but is equally at home with music theatre and with popular jazz repertoires, and has worked extensively as a freelance composer, conductor, arranger, singer and writer with many organisations including Jumbuck Theatre Company, Oz Opera, the ABC, Junction Theatre Company and the Patch Theatre. He's composed over 200 musical works, mostly for children, that range from individual pieces to an entire film score. His arrangements and compositions feature over 20 commercially released recordings. His conducting credits with the State Opera SA, the Adelaide Symphony Orchestra and across music, theatre and choral concerts are extensive, and he's also guest conducted the Queensland Symphony Orchestra, the Auckland Philharmonic Orchestra, Opera Australia, the Adelaide Vocal Project and Opera's Northwest Opera in the Paddock. He is in demand as a vocal judge and competitor adjudicator. Under his leadership, now in its 5th year, State Opera SA continues to showcase highly acclaimed, innovative opera productions, provide mentoring for young artists and support staff to small, medium sector organisations with the co-creation of an experimentation with new works. In 2003, Tim was awarded the Centenary Medal for services to music. In 2008, he received the South Australian Premier's Ruby Award for sustained contribution to the arts by an individual, and in 2009, he was named South Australian of the Year in the Arts. Exciting collaborations begun with the university through the Elder Con and the State Opera. We are privileged to hear him speak today. Please welcome Mr. Tim Sexton.
Thank you, Chancellor, Interim Vice-Chancellor and President, distinguished guests, members of staff, ladies and gentlemen, and most importantly, graduates all. Thank you for the opportunity to speak with you on what is a very significant moment in your lives. It has been a very long time since I've sat in the same seats as you, awaiting my own graduation here in Bonython Hall some years ago. And I wonder if you're asking yourselves the same question I did back then, namely, what on earth do I do now? For some of you, that choice will be very clear. You may have other degrees to attain, other study you wish to complete. For others, the future could already be mapped in the form of a solid career path. And yet for the rest of you, the future may be a little more nebulous. And you know what? Nebulous is okay. When I graduated, my future didn't even rate as nebulous. It was just a yawning, bottomless chasm, which took me a very long time to cross. It was absolutely terrifying. Back at that time, we had a thing called the Professional Employment Office. And when I came out and they said, what are you? What have you graduated as? They said, a composer. And they said, okay, here's how you stay on the dole. But before each of you take that next step, you need to do something. You need to take a few moments to reflect on your journey so far and to congratulate yourself. Often we don't do this often enough. For today, you're being recognised for your achievements, and you are to be congratulated, each and every one of you. And as you go through life, make sure you stop every so often and take time to look back on your journey. Take stock of where you are and how you got there. Flick through that career photo album in your mind to remember both the good and the bad things that have happened, the people who've helped you, the people who have not. Regularly evaluate where you are, as that will help you make much better choices on where you head next. Because today isn't the end of the road in your education, far from it. University is not a finishing school. I like to think of it more as an airport departure lounge for your career. University has helped you pack your bags, making sure you have the essential elements for your next stop. Uni has helped you offload the excess baggage of your mind and made you remove all of the dangerous items from your mental hand luggage. It has helped you secure your career passport, but what it hasn't done is determine your destination, because it's up to you to buy your ticket. From this career airport, there are planes heading all over the world. Which one you board depends on you and you alone. Now, if you'll permit an old traveller to give you a few career flying tips, I offer the following. Number one, think very carefully about the choices you make, because your choices define who you are and how you are perceived. Take the best of what your upbringing in university has taught you, use the best values you've learnt, and use them to inform and guide the choices you make. Number two, never ever close your mind to new ideas. Your time here at university will have opened new mental portals for ideas. Use them, but most importantly, allow yourself to dream. I wish I was 20 years old again, because I knew it all back then. I really did knew it all back then. 35 or so years on, I realise how wrong I was. It feels like I know less and less as time goes on, but the gaining of wisdom is about understanding and realising what it is you don't know. What I have discovered is there is always someone out there who genuinely does know more than you. So learn to listen and listen to learn. Number 4, some of you will be leaders. I can see many in the room here as we sit. Some of you will be loners. Among others, there'll be great team players or good followers. There are dreamers, doers, thinkers, and skeptics. All of you have a role to fill, whatever that role may be. Remember, you don't always have to shine to be brilliant at what you do. Sometimes doing a great job means people don't notice you at all. But whatever type of person you are, be the best that you can. In a nutshell, Australia and the world needs you to be the best you there is. If you give anything less, then you're wasting it. Number 5, and this is a very important one, be nice. Help your colleagues as you would like them to help you, because no matter how brilliant you are, no one wants to work with someone who's unpleasant. And you just never know when someone you help might turn up next week as your boss. What goes around comes around. Number 6, echoing the very recent words of Professor Warren Bebbington, get off your phones and your laptops, feel the sun and smell the roses. It's my view that one of the greatest impediments to humankind's intellectual progress and creativity is the time we spend answering emails and on social media. Number 7, and finally, never stop learning. Many of you will go into careers that didn't exist 35 years ago. In 35 years' time, despite Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un, your children will be contemplating careers you can't even imagine now. What a wonderful world lies ahead of you. Don't waste a moment of it. I'm going to leave you with a very short story about my grandfather. His name was Matthew Sexton, and he was born in 1886, the same year that the composer Franz Liszt died. And my grandfather died at the age of 92 when I was in my late teens. And he'd spent much of his life in the outback, so exposure to culture was pretty hard to come by. A year before he died, I took him to see a concert here in Elder Hall. It was Clemens Lesky Sr. playing Beethoven and Liszt, which my grandfather really enjoyed. When the concert was over, we just went out onto the lawns, and he told me that that was the first concert he'd been to since the pianist Ignaz Paderewski had been to Australia in 1910. So that's quite a long time between cultural drinks. He left school at the age of 13 to work as a cook's apprentice on the Murray River riverboats, working alongside and with the legendary Captain William Randall at the turn of the 20th century. As a poorly educated and poor young man, he was the 12th of 15 children in his family, Irish Catholics, of course. His career options were pretty limited. So at the age of 22, he went back to an adult college and did night classes for 2 years to improve himself. He got a job as a railway station master, which took him all over Australia, working on the outback lines such as Farina, Gulnair, and on the Ghan. He also became a bush poet, among many other things, and was regularly published in local newspapers and regional newspapers. But from the time he left that college at the age of 24 until a few days before he died at the age of 92, he did something every single day. And he lived with us for 10 years, so I witnessed this. He kept a dictionary with him at all times. And every day he would learn a new word, he'd write down its meaning, and then put that word into a sentence in one of his copious notebooks. A few days or a few weeks later, that word would pop up, often incorrectly used, but nevertheless he'd use it, in one of his poems. In the course of nearly 70 years of doing that, he learnt nearly 25,000 new words. And astonishingly, he remembered them. Why did he do it? Because he had a motto, a mantra, if you will, which he passed on to me. And it was simply, what have I learnt today? Just 5 words. But what power there is in those words. What have I learnt today? He devoted a part of each day of his life to making sure he improved himself. And with the power of that relatively simple learning, he rose above his humble beginnings and made something of himself. A very humble career by today's standards, but for him, it was life-changing. For knowledge is power, and it has the power to change lives, governments, societies, and worlds. Each of you is a potential agent of change. So learn, 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 and use that power to make your world and this world the best it can possibly be. But that future begins with an open mind, open ears, an open heart, and the question, what have I learnt today? Congratulations to all of you. Today is your day. For the moment, rejoice in it. Lap up all the praise you can, maybe the last you get, depending on what you're choosing to do. Pat yourselves and each other on the back and celebrate. We need you. The future awaits you. Embrace it and be great. Thank you.
On behalf of the graduates and their friends and families attending this afternoon's ceremony, I would like to thank Mr. Tim Sexton for his stimulating and inspiring address. We are honoured that you've taken the time to join us on this special day and share your thoughts and experiences. Your words of encouragement and advice are greatly appreciated. They remind us that education places us each on an enduring responsibility to make the best possible use of our talents and to contribute to the betterment of society. Please join me once again in thanking Mr. Tim Sexton.
I will now receive candidates for degrees. I call upon the Interim Vice-Chancellor.
Chancellor, I, Professor Mike Brooks, Interim Vice-Chancellor and President of the University of Adelaide, certify to you and the whole University that the graduates who will be presented to you have all fulfilled the conditions prescribed for admission to the award for which they are so presented.
I, Kevin John Scass, Chancellor of the University of Adelaide, by the power committed to me by the University, confirm that each graduate is admitted to the rank and privileges of a holder of the award in the University of Adelaide for which they are so presented. I call upon Professor Jenny Shaw to present candidates.
Chancellor, I, Professor Jenny Shaw, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Arts, present to you graduates from the Faculty of Arts. To the degree of Bachelor of Media, Matthew Ryan Arsels. Cullen Benjamin Bailey. Layla Beg. Grace Baker, and Grace also receives the Bachelor of International Studies and the Diploma in Languages. Jake Elias Bell. Tani Nikisha Bishop, and Tani also receives the Bachelor of International Studies. Sean Darla Brandt, and Sean also receives the Bachelor of Arts. Anna Lily Brannock, may I, and yep. Sorry. Samuel Elliott Bryan. Nicholas Patrick Byrne. Emily Rose Canali. Jenna Catford. Samuel Dallas Childs. Alexandra Craddock, and Alexandra also receives the Bachelor of Arts. Elisha Levi Crowther. Jordan Albert Curtis. Rihanna Lee Damiani. James Edward Davies. Alexandra Grace Daring. Jack Eaton, and Jack also receives the Bachelor of International Studies. Jack Evans, and Jack also receives the Bachelor of Arts. Alicia Franceschini. Alicia Francis. Timothy Roger John Glatz. Cameron James Gomersall. Morgan Rebecca Goss. Rupini Gunantiran. Anthony Guzman. Kalia Jasmine Hartwig, and Kalia also receives the Bachelor of International Studies. Jade Eloise Hamley. Olivia J. Henry. Samuel Lawrence Higham, and Samuel also receives the Bachelor of Arts. Gemma Louise Hill. Chloe Claire Holmes. Yves Hontin. Tiffany Louise Jackson. Isabel Panawan James. Vanessa Amanda Jaruzelski. Thomas David Brian Jordan, and Thomas also receives the Bachelor of Arts. Holly Ann Keel, and Holly also receives the Bachelor of International Studies. Sam Noel Kluge. Alexandra Elise Snopov. Lauren Ashley Kupovitz. Thomas John Lancaster. Thomas Jack Law. Robin James Douglas Laurie. Stephanie Lewis. Lin Huai. Lucinda Holly-Loken, and Lucinda also receives the Diploma in Languages. Sheridan Amber Martin. Hannah Kate Matern, and Hannah also receives the Bachelor of Commerce Marketing. Nicole Anna McKay. Elise Dana McNeil. Nikki Malani. Stephen Lawrence Mew. Tessa Lauren Milford Bain, and Tessa also receives the Bachelor of Arts. Josie Litia Miller, and Josie also receives the Bachelor of Arts. Tala Jade Minchinton. Toya Elizabeth Morris, and Toya also receives the Bachelor of Arts. Catherine Emily Morrissey. Kathleen Rose Mullen. Seamus John Mullins. Jody Nguyen. Amelia Anita Norman. Dana Sky Oliver. Catherine Emma Oosthuizen. Charlotte Jennifer Padbury. Anastasia Papadopoulos. Callum Lola Parr. Jordan Sean Patrick. Amelia Pepe, and Amelia also received the Diploma in Languages. Peter Marie Philippou. Andre Pick. Hannah Lauren Powley. Dimini J. Robinson. James William Robert Rudd, and James also receives the Bachelor of Arts. Henry Sawbridge. Amber Louise Setri. Tegan Ruth Short. Nathaniel James Simpson. Corinne Grace Singleton. Molly Amber Strawn. Carla Annette Stutzer. Matthew James Tarrant. Raylene Jane Thomas. Hannah Louise Tompkins. Megan Jane Vance, and Megan also receives the Bachelor of International Studies. Samantha K. Voss. Alexander Stephen Wallace. Nicole Warren Wedding. Matthew Stephen Welch. Matthew Lyle John Wellings. Bronwyn Jane Wills. Jamie Lee Wood. Ruby Woodward. Gemma Jacqueline Zielonka, and Gemma also receives the Bachelor of Arts. To the degree of Bachelor of Languages, Matthew Gregory Bennett. Angus William Hyder. Jamie Ju-Sin Kwang. Annabelle Chin Chen Liu. Sarah Joanne Martin. Jessica Florence McEwen, and Jessica also receives the Diploma in Languages. Kimberly Jane Neo. Hannah Beverly Pedley. Jessica Norma Potts. Anastasia Marie Thomas. Cherie Elizabeth Tomlin. And Lucy Wilkie. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Media, Philippa Elizabeth Violet Dore. Amy Elizabeth Nankara. Lin Fong Nguyen. And Robert John Tompkins. To the Graduate Certificate in Art History, Kelly Thelma Hill. To the degree of Master of Arts, Studies in Art History and Master of Arts, Curatorial and Museum Studies, Katie Jane Davies. Ashlyn Jade Beverly Schwenke. And Olivia Therese Spears. To the degree of Master of Arts, Studies in Art History, Cindy Marie Crook. And Holly Marie Crair. To the degree of Master of Arts, Curatorial and Museum Studies, Courtney Eileen Barry. Olivia Claudia Kubiak. Helen Laura Roos. Daniela Anne-Marie Tadeo. And Amy Alexandra Varley. To the degree of Master of Arts, Applied Linguistics, Wu Xiaoxiao. To the degree of Master of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Chase the Feeling, Making Meaning in an Autistic Theatre Company, Michael James Allen. For a thesis entitled Divergence and Convergence in Spanish Classical and Flamenco Guitar Traditions, 1850 to 2016, Aloysius John Leeson. And for a thesis entitled Memorization Techniques for Selected Piano Works between 1911 and 1953, Case Studies through Recorded Performances and Exegesis, Macarena Alejandra Zambrano Godoy. To the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, for a thesis entitled One Sunday in Picardy, The Olfactory Shift in the Literature of the First World War, The Reawakening of Smell, Eleanor Christine Ahern. For a thesis entitled Beings of Nature and Reason, Mythological Masculinities in Early 18th Century French Art and Visual Culture, Melanie Ann Cooper. For a thesis entitled The Al-Qaeda Transnational Jihadist Movement in Historical Context, Understanding and Countering Religious and Secular Forms of Terrorism, Margaret Mary Aguedo. For a thesis entitled Plenty of Opal Back Then, Opal Polka, A History of Aboriginal Engagement in the Northern South Australian Opal Industry, circa 1940 to 1980, Michael Albert Harding. For a thesis entitled Dogs of the Government, the portrayal of the police in South African literature between 1979 and 2010, Carol Louise Howie. For a thesis entitled Comics and Pedagogy, Authorship, Authority and Literacy, Aaron Scott Humphrey. For a thesis entitled Volume 1, Grace Notes, Giving Voice to Gráinne Mhaol, Ireland's Pirate Queen, and Volume 2, Saving Grace, Reimagining, Replacing and Rescuing Gráinne Mhaol, a 16th century Irish pirate queen, Jennifer Liston. For a thesis entitled Banking on Hearts and Minds, American Banks, Popular Confidence and the Public Sphere During the Gilded Age and Progressive Era, Thomas Ashley Mackay. For a thesis entitled Formidable Rivals, Canada, Australia and the Pursuit of British Agricultural Migrants, 1896 to 1914, Jill Allison Mackenzie. For a thesis entitled Writing the 60s, Stardust and Golden, Douglas McEachern. For a thesis entitled Volume 1, The Sixth Creek, Volume 2, The Sixth Creek, The Homer's Habitat, Writing and Protecting the Local, Rachel Louise Mead. For a thesis entitled Reverse Engineering Language Test Constructs for Messick's Value Implications, A Sociolinguistic Approach, Joanna Mary Mottram. For a thesis entitled Assemblages of Care, Why Women with Disordered Eating Are Ambivalent to Seek Therapeutic Care, Connie Marguerite Mussolino. For a thesis entitled Self-Writing in the Age of the Internet, A Novel and Exegesis, Volumes 1 and 2, Connor Thomas O'Brien. For a thesis entitled The Metaphor of Perspective, Fiona May O'Brien. For a thesis entitled Consolidating the Australian Dream, Reconfiguring the Multi-Unit Housing Network, Jasmine Samantha Palmer. For a thesis entitled The Untellable Story, Twice Upon a Time, Starting Over After the Apocalypse, Tim Sinclair. For a thesis entitled Parmanungan Morphosyntax, Lineages of Early Description, Clara Ann Stockington. For a thesis entitled On Smith Street and Short Stories in the Digisocial World, Lynette Barbara Washington. For a thesis entitled The Rise and Fall of Australian Maoism, Xia Xiaoxiao. And for a thesis entitled Internationalisation of Chinese Capital and the Transformation of State-Society Relations in Ethiopia, Edson Ziesel. Chancellor, I, Executive Dean of the Faculty of Arts, Professor Jenny Shaw, present to you graduates from the Elder Conservatorium of Music. To the degree of Bachelor of Music, Music Education, Colin Ross Campbell. Georgia Alexandra Lawton. Hannah Marie Lewis. Laura Sophia Possingham. Clark Ernest Trezis. Marie Angela Tripodi. Bradley Grant Tucker. Soraya Elizabeth Umapatisevam. And Katie Lee Williams. To the degree of Bachelor of Music, Sonic Arts, Stuart Angus Buckland. Nicholas James Lanchester. James Nelson. Alexander Joe Albert Rodi. Nicholas Wade Sarah. And Ewan James Whiteside. To the degree of Bachelor of Music, Popular Music and Creative Technologies, Harrison John Auger. Peter Carlin Cates. Tara Renee Knight. Casey Louise Nash. Isabella Tobicheska. And I should say, and Isabella also receives the Bachelor of Arts. And Hannah Beth Yates. To the degree of Bachelor of Music, Performance and Pedagogy, Li Chao. Ernestina Beatrice Lippert. Amelie Peters. And Wang Chen To the degree of Bachelor of Music, Musicology, Jennifer Grace Breuer. Andrew Wayne O'Loughlin. Donna Jane Simons. And Stephanie Alexandra Youssef. To the degree of Bachelor of Music, Music Performance, Classical, Caleb Edward Lavery Brooke. And Yanni Diologos Livadiotis. To the degree of Bachelor of Music, Jazz Performance, Thomas Allen Abel. Marcus Ryan Baricelli. Ian Robert Begley. Craig Michael Burns. Adam Carroll. Eliza Mary Dixon. Georgina Pauline Kittel. Erin Faith McKellar. Samuel James Miller. Émile André Jacquiard Rioch. Mallory Cassandra Steele, and Mallory also receives the Bachelor of Arts. Anthony Tenikoff. And Thomas Stephen Voss. To the degree of Bachelor of Music Composition, Nathan James Howe. And Charles David Thomas Wood. To the degree of Bachelor of Music Classical Performance, Kate Andronopoulos. Tegan Louise Beck. Jennifer Kate Brunton. Carly Rose Cameron. Alicia Laura Dewell. Nathan Philip Elul. Pei Shanu. Megan Ann Fishers. Emily Jane Fox. Georgia Gamble. Jamie Pauline Gretsch. Alexandra Lauren Hereen. Amelia Rose Holds. Talia Kate Huston. James Michael Knight. Julia Catherine Kofer. Alida Agnes Vanuk Kernan, and Alida also receives the Bachelor of Arts. Dalia Kukolya. Brenna Phaedra Ray Mackay. Katie Elizabeth Marshall. Hong An Kao Nguyen. Phoebe Daisy Payne. Rachel Richardson. Jessica Louise Stanhope. Mason Stanton. Noah Joel Tilley. Olivia Wienert. Oh, Sweki. And Yuan Yundi. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Music, Popular Music and Creative Technologies, Samuel David Dywell. Caitlin Siobhan Fagan. Zachary Andrew Kelty. Matthew Ryan Lang. Jessica Margaret Sifang. And Harrison Ryan Vicinton. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Music, Musicology, David James Blackwell. And Hu Xianheng. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Music, Music Performance Classical, Kathleen Ka Mun Fong. And Sean Joseph Ulster, and Sean also receives the Bachelor of Music, Classical Performance. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Music, Composition, Andrew Peter Heutzenroder. To the honours degree of Bachelor of Music, Classical Voice, Anthony James Zatorski. To the Graduate Diploma in Music, Performance and Pedagogy, Lua Muqi. And Tung Keke. To the degree of Master of Music, Performance and Pedagogy, Alan Graham Braley. And to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled Performing and Contextualizing the Late Piano Works of Akira Miyoshi, a portfolio of recorded performances and exegesis, Towome Kawabate. Chancellor, this now concludes the presentation of graduates.
Chancellor, University doctoral research medals are awarded to graduates who have completed outstanding research at doctoral level. This award is the premier award for doctoral candidates at the university. I, Professor Mike Brooks, Interim Vice-Chancellor and President of the University of Adelaide, present to you the recipients of the 2016 University Doctoral Research Medal. For research in the field of history, Carolyn Mari Collins. For research in the field of geography, environment and population, Jasmine Samantha Palmer.
It now gives me great pleasure to congratulate all of our new graduates here today. Be proud of what you've worked to achieve. Remember those who've supported you to reach this end. I wish you every success as you enter this new exciting phase of both your life and career. As graduates of the University of Adelaide, you are its alumni and ambassadors. Over the years since the university was established, its alumni have made enormous contributions to the community, both here and throughout the world. And today, you join a community of over 150,000 alumni located in more than 80 countries throughout the globe. I'd also like to acknowledge and thank our mace bearer and all those who've contributed towards today's ceremony. Whilst in this university we have some amazing architecture, the catalysts for the life of the university are not only its students, but its professional staff and academics. I just want to acknowledge our professional and academic staff for their contribution in shepherding through our graduates today through their 4-year degrees. Well done. I'd ask all the graduates to remain seated. I'd invite everyone else to rise and again join me in congratulating our graduates on their achievements. Would the audience remain standing? And I invite everyone else to stand, and now I declare this congregation adjourned.